Hello, everyone, and welcome. Welcome to your emotional elevator. I'm Sophie Bidard, and I'm delighted to welcome you to be with you today to kick off this special journey we're about to engage on. A liberating and uplifting journey of emotional detox, healing, and elevation to transform 7 core shadow emotions into their positive polarities. For those of you who don't know me, I'm a master light weaver, flowing the purest crystalline light from the great central sun for revelation, liberation, and true self-embodiment. I'm passionate about finding and expressing the divine within and guiding others into this experience as well. My signature work is all about clearing karmic entanglements for wisdom, recollection, and radical liberation to set yourself on a whole new, higher vibrational trajectory. I'm also the host and co-creator of the one-of-a-kind online live event series, Graceful Connections. And I thank you for joining me for the emotional elevator on the live calls or on the replays. Thank you for bringing your presence and your vibrations and your emotions, of course, to our collective journey of emotional detox, healing, and elevation. All along this journey, you'll be fully guided and supported to address each of the 7 core shadow emotions, honoring them, discovering their gifts, and consciously elevating them into sources of strength, wisdom, and authentic connection. Each emotional elevator experience targets a specific core shadow emotion: anger, sadness, fear, hurt, guilt, shame, and despair. You'll receive complete guidance and support throughout this transformative process, making each step feel manageable and meaningful. So here's what we're going to cover today in this preparation video. I'll start with sharing the program of our emotional elevator journey. Then I'll introduce you to the elemental Clover of light, which will be our foundational protocol for this series. And then I'll give you precise instructions for your emotional elevator preparation. I've created a PDF with all these guidelines, so you can relax right now, just listen and receive. You have the PDF for reference with all the details. And the PDF is available through your emotional elevator page. Finally, I'll be offering an orb of grace infusion for your heart, allowing you to be held in grace and infused with grace all along your emotional elevator journey. So first, our program. The emotional elevator consists in 7 sessions of emotional detox, healing, and elevation, each dedicated to addressing one of the 7 core shadow emotions. First, detoxing and healing anger, elevating into healthy boundaries, freedom of truthful expression, serenity. Second, detoxing and healing sadness, elevating into joy, love, happiness. Third, detoxing and healing fear, elevating into wisdom, courage, confidence. Fourth, detoxing and healing hurt, elevating into compassion, resilience, wholeness. Fifth, detoxing and healing guilt, elevating into integrity, self-acceptance, and self-forgiveness. 6, detoxing and healing shame, elevating into wisdom, self-worth, and dignity. And seventh, detoxing and healing despair, elevating into faith. And for that purpose, we'll rely on the elemental Clover of Light protocol, which I've been inspired to create for deep, thorough, and systematic process of clearing, healing, and illumination. The elemental Clover of Light protocol engages the elementals for clearing and healing at the level of your physical body with the earth elementals, your emotional body with the water elementals, your mental body with the air elementals, and your spiritual body with the fire elementals. In each body, the clearing and healing takes place in your aura, in your past timeline, in your genealogical maternal line, in your genealogical paternal line, and in your future lifeline. And the same systematic and comprehensive structure and approach are used for illuminations and activations. So this allows us to be very quick and efficient in bringing forth profound transformations with this multi-dimensional, multi-layered process. Now, let me share with you about your preparation for your emotional elevator sessions, granting you the greatest possible outcomes in the smoothest possible way. Now, why does this preparation matter? There are two crucial reasons for you to do this foundational work. First, you can only release what you are conscious of. So think about it. How can you let go of something you're not even aware you're carrying in? This preparation brings your emotions into the light of awareness. And here's something beautiful that often happens. The moment you truly see an emotion, it can dissolve instantly. Sometimes awareness alone is all that is needed for release. So let's allow for that to happen. Second, if you're investing time in emotional release, let's make it count. So this preparation allows you to cast a wide net and release as much emotional baggage as possible in each powerful session. Now, beyond these immediate benefits, this preparation practice installs a new level of emotional awareness that becomes a permanent upgrade in how you navigate life. Through journaling, you become the witness of your emotions rather than being controlled by them. This witnessing creates space between you and your feeling, allowing wisdom to emerge and ongoing release to occur. As emotions clear, more of your divine essence shines through. So beyond just releasing emotional pain and burdens, you're making space for your true radiant self to shine brilliantly. So your journaling practice, you can choose your method. You can experiment with different approaches. Traditional writing, drawing and visual expression, voice recording on your phone, or a mix of these methods based on your mood and the situation. And the 7 core emotions for you to journal. For each of them, you will want to create a dedicated space, so dedicated page in your notebook or dedicated file or dedicated section for each of these emotions: anger, sadness, fear, hurt, guilt, shame, and despair. So here are the guidelines for your journaling. For each emotion, write about or journal about what comes to your attention that provokes you to experience that specific emotion. Write or journal everything, including all intensities of each emotion, from mild irritation to full-on rage, from slight worry to terror, and so on. Nothing is too small or too big. Include all time frames, current situations, childhood memories, recent events, old wounds. Let it all flow into your journaling. No censoring. This is your private space. Scribble, swear, rant, whatever needs to come out. You can use bullet points, full paragraphs, or single words, or scribblings. This is between you and you. Limiting beliefs section. Create space for thoughts like, I'm not good enough. Life is hard. I'll never succeed. These limiting beliefs are held in place by emotions. So as you release emotions, these disempowering thoughts dissolve too. Now here's a special tip. Ask your higher self to help you notice limiting beliefs you might miss. They are often so familiar that you may not recognize them as limitations. Getting started. If this is new to you, expect a lot to surface initially, and that's perfect. Get it all down. And then, as you move through your days, stay aware. When something triggers you, make a note. And this becomes an ongoing practice of conscious living. More than just preparation, this is your invitation to become the conscious witness of your inner world. With this practice, you're stepping into a new way of being where emotions inform you rather than control you. And the divine within you is waiting to be experienced more fully. This practice clears the way. Are you ready to begin? You'll be creating a comprehensive map of your inner emotional landscape. So for complete emotional mapping, make sure to include the full spectrum of each emotion. Anger, from irritation and annoyance to full-on rage and wrath. Sadness, from mild disappointment through melancholy, sadness, deep sorrow and profound grief. Fear, from slight worry through anxiousness and fear, all the way to panic and terror. Hurt, every form of emotional woundedness, from minor slights to deep betrayals. Guilt, from the slightest self-blame and remorse to overwhelming guilt. Shame, from mild embarrassment all the way to deep core shame. And despair include feelings of desolation, powerlessness, and hopelessness. Working with composite emotions, you'll encounter emotions not featured on this core list. These are composite emotions, blends of the fundamental 7. When this happens, become a detective of your own inner world. Ask yourself, what does this composite emotion make me feel? For example, frustration may break down into anger, hurt, and fear, though the combination may vary depending on the situation. So simply observe as the witness and ask questions. Partner with your higher self. Your higher self knows the answers. Ask your higher self for guidance in decomposing these complex emotions. This practice builds a beautiful partnership with your higher self for your highest good and your evolution. And if you find yourself experiencing a particular composite emotion regularly, like frustration or any other composite emotion, then create a dedicated section in your journaling for your signature emotion. Special tip for your journaling. You may want to start with a wide open multi-emotion journaling session in which you allow any emotions to spontaneously come to your awareness. And repeat this step if you find there's a lot coming up in no particular order, like a downpour of a mixed bag of emotions. And then proceed to focused journaling sessions dedicated to each specific emotion prior to the corresponding emotional elevator session. So journal anger prior to our first gathering, then journal sadness prior to our second gathering, and so on. Essential precautions before each journaling session. Set yourself up for success. Create your sacred space. Ensure privacy and comfort where you will not be disturbed. Allow yourself to feel fully. Tears may come, and that's okay. Let emotions flow as awareness arises. Timeline management. Make sure you can do the emotional release after journaling. If not immediately possible, ask your higher self to hold these emotions safely until you can complete the process. This allows you to function comfortably in the interim. Set a clear intention. Write at the top of your page or speak aloud, I am gaining awareness of my emotions so they can be released for my highest good. This aligns your entire being with the healing process and the purpose of your journaling. Call in higher support. Ask your higher self and any guides and higher beings you trust to support you through this witnessing and releasing process. Embrace compassion. Bring deep compassion to this work for yourself, for your emotions, for everyone and every situation and chains of events involved in your emotional experiences. Remember, we all play roles in each other's soul contracts and growth. And a special note, you might want to return to receive the orb of grace around your heart before beginning each journaling session. This can be profoundly beneficial. Now, 3 questions for deeper awareness. Pondering these questions will take your journaling to transformational depth. Question number 1. What do you want in your life that is not yet present? Be ambitious, dream big, and cover every aspect. What you want to do, what you want to have, what you want to be. Explore all areas of life: family, health, fitness, relationships, romance, friendships, career, home, education, personal development, spiritual development. Question 2. What stops you from doing, having, being what you want? This is where your limiting beliefs surface clearly. Notice the internal barriers, the "I can't because" thoughts that keep you stuck. Question 3. What do you no longer want in your life? And again, consider what you no longer want to do, to have, to be across all areas of your life. These questions act as emotional archaeology tools, uncovering layers of feelings you may not have accessed otherwise. Now, my personal invitation to you. I share this practice with total conviction because it has transformed my life. I developed these methods initially for my own healing journey, and the results have been extraordinary. So, more than just theory, this is proven, practical, a system for emotional freedom. It is simple, pragmatic, efficient, and genuinely wonderful. You're literally casting an emotional fishing net for deeper release, greater relief, and more space for the divine within you. If this practice serves you even a fraction of how it has served me, your life will change in beautiful ways. So thank you for allowing me to share this gift with you. Your willingness to do this inner work is an act of courage that will ripple out into every area of your life. The divine within you is ready to shine more brightly. Let's clear the way together with the emotional elevator. Now, before we complete with an offering of the orb of grace and infusion of grace in your heart, I want to mention that if you're interested in deeper emotional work or if you're loving the depth of the elemental Clover of Light protocol, you'll want to consider these 2 complementary special offers. These are extra resources to deepen your journey. Lighten up your emotions. This is for you if you're ready to embrace and pioneer a new emotional paradigm. To synergize your ascending emotional body with your activating light body. To have your emotional mode of operation support and enhance your intuition. Join me for a free masterclass, EMO, Emotional Mode of Operation and Intuition, Friends or Foes. and to lighten up your emotions with my exclusive special offer. Go to gracefulconnections.com/emo paradigm. The Etheric Propeller series, Divine Harmonics, activating your sacred frequencies. With the power of the EI, the Etheric Intelligence, I guide you in this series to propel out of karmic entanglements holding you back from your divine destiny. We rely on the elemental Clover of Light protocol to propel you on your path of spiritual evolution, purpose, and mission. This is for you to embody the frequencies of ultimate trust, radical forgiveness, sacred sovereignty, unconditional self-love, abundant prosperity. Join on gracefulconnections.com/propeller series. Thank you for your consideration, and do reach out to me if you have any questions about these two amazing opportunities to work with me. And now is the moment for the deliciousness with an offering of the orb of grace and infusion of grace in your heart. So you may want to close your eyes if you like, and of course, if it is safe for you to do so. And take a moment to let go of anything that doesn't serve this present moment. With each breath, feeling yourself arriving more fully here. As we set our intention, may all that flows within our sacred space, be it words, vibrations, energies, serve the highest evolution of our souls and extend outwards in service to all. I invite you to open your heart and your mind to receive all the brilliance that awaits. Activating your connection to the new earth crystalline grid. And to the galactic center, the center of truth. You are perfectly held, both grounded and lifted. You are safe, relaxed, and ready and open to receive. Now I'm calling an orb of grace from the heart of the universe. And offering this orb of grace to your heart, to be placed around your heart. And you can claim it silently, or even better, out loud. I welcome and receive the orb of grace around my heart. So I'm offering the orb of grace to your heart. Placing it around your heart. And bathing your heart with grace. And infusing your heart with grace. Let's take a moment in silence now while your heart is being totally bathed in and infused with grace. And all you have to do is to allow and receive and enjoy. Your heart totally bathed in and infused with grace. Now you can place your hands over your heart. And allow the orb of grace to remain there for as long as it serves your highest good, your evolution, and the highest good of all. And gently coming back to here and now. You can open your eyes, bringing all your attention back into here and now. You can wiggle your toes and your fingers. Feel the sensations of your hands over your heart. And the orb of grace dwelling there. Come back here and now with grace in your heart. Thank you. Now you may want to go ahead and get started with your journaling right away, so I will leave you to it. Until next time, when we meet again for our Emotional Elevator series, much gratitude to all of you. Thank you for joining me on this profound journey we're embarking on, and many blessings to you.